Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to this day in my life, June reset. I'm not sure what we're calling it, but hello and welcome. It's a vlog. It's the 1st of June. It can't be more satisfying because it's a new day, it's a new week, and it's a new month. And I'm obsessed with that. And so many exciting things are happening today, like Love Island starting, and the kids go back to school because they were off at home for half term, and now they finally go back to school. And again, don't get me wrong, I love them, but I've had enough of them. So yeah, it's the 1st of June and I'm just very excited to have a fun day. I don't have any work today, so that's great. It is a Monday. Oh my god, another very satisfying thing has also happened today. This was a lot of self-control on my part and my sister's. We have a Netflix and a HBO subscription, and I cancelled all my subscriptions last month because I just don't like that they were due in the middle of the month all the time, like just at random dates during the month. And I was like, okay, we can do this. We can wait it out. We need to wait it out, and on June 1st we can start them all again. And then I started reading Game of Thrones after I cancelled the HBO subscription, and I was like, oh my god, I could have finally watched Game of Thrones and I just cancelled it. So that was very tempting to get it back, but I waited it out and now I finally have it again, literally at like a bit after midnight. I like reactivated all our subscriptions. So yeah, and my sisters have been wanting Netflix. We also have Disney, but I don't know why we don't watch that much. But that's like included in our Wi-Fi package. That is also very exciting. I really want to start Game of Thrones today because I did actually end up finishing the first book of Game of Thrones, and apparently the first season of the show coincides with the first book, so there shouldn't be any like spoilers for the second book. I do have the second book reserved on my library app. I did listen to the audiobook of the first one, and now I'm waiting for the second one, but it's only available, I don't know if it's June or July, but it's not available yet. It's just one of those books that people reserve a lot. But anyway, that is today. I don't really have any plans. Like, I have to-dos. Like, I need to change this bedding, and the weather is not summer at all, but I'm very happy with it because we've had a heat wave this past week. Like, very hot weather. So I'm happy we're past that. We can have sun again, it's fine, but like please don't give us that heat again, because as a fellow British person, we can't handle it. We can't handle it. All the heatwave content on social media is literally the funniest thing ever, and the bad thing is that I relate to all of them, even though I come from a hotter country. Like Hungary, the heat over there in the summer is like bad. Like, we had in the UK this little heat wave. Officially, I think it only lasted 2 days or 3, but it felt like it lasted the whole week. Whereas at Hungary, it's been that hot for a while, like 30-degree heat, and it's constantly that hot. So yeah, I could never again. I desperately want to watch Game of Thrones already, and it's only 9:30. But I am resisting because I've got dishes to do, and really it's just these dishes. Like, changing my bedding, I can do that while watching Game of Thrones. So really it's just these dishes and then we can do it. Right, that's motivational for me because I was like, oh, I need to do so much stuff before I can start. Because I know once I start, I won't be able to stop. It's gonna be like with Bridgerton probably, and Off Campus, where I get into it and then I can't stop, and then I literally can't do anything else today other than give you reviews of Game of Thrones episodes, so stay tuned. Apologies, I've got the kettle on, but I did finish most of the dishes except that, which needs extra time because it's very greasy. And since I can't use that thing that's very greasy, I am using this thing, and we are making the second pasta bake. If you watched my other recent day in the life video, you might know that I got 2 pasta bake sauces, and I made one in the last video, and this is for this video. Hopefully it's gonna taste as good as the other one, if not better. But yeah, I'm just cooking the pasta now, and then we can just put it into this oven dish thing. Still don't know the correct terminology for it. Guys, you won't actually believe this. What is this? What is this little bit of cheese? Once again, I thought we had oh so much cheese because we just got this cheese. And it's little bit again. It's literally maybe not even as much as last time. Is this still good? At least it's looking okay, but oh my god, that is so annoying. That is literally less than last time. What is going on with me and cheese? That is very annoying. Yeah, so here is what it's looking like. I can't with this cheese. Literally, I was so happy and excited that we finally had cheese that I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna put so much cheese on this compared to last time where I only had a little bit of cheese, and now it's literally less than last time. I'm actually so mad right now. But it's fine. It's fine. My mum's going to the shop later, but I'm not waiting for that. The oven's ready, so little cheese it is. The pasta bake is in the oven, and I just sat down, and now I don't want to get up again. I got up. Anyway, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, the new Naval Thai book. It's the 12th and final book in the Perfectly Imperfect series. And it's a mafia romance series with a bunch of tropes, and I loved it. And guys, go and read it. If you're into like dark romance books, it's for you. What else has happened recently? Oh, there's been this thing going on with Taylor Swift and Clouds, and Toy Story and that kind of thing. I don't know what's gonna come out of that, but right now it's been a lot of links between Toy Story 5 coming out and Taylor Swift, and the kind of styles used and the clouds and the writing, and honestly so much stuff has happened around it, but I don't want to go into it because I know it's gonna make me sound like a crazy Swiftie. So just know that something is happening in the Swiftie world, and I am very invested, obviously, and very curious to see what actually happens. It's been a bit quiet in this Swiftie-verse, so it's fun to have something to look forward to again. Also, Elsie Silver came out with a new book called Fever Dream. I've read that already too. It came out in like, when was it? The middle of May? End of May? I don't know. But that was a great book also. Go and read that. It's a small town romance with like a bull rider, and she's in the film industry, but she's not like a director, I don't think. Maybe that's what she wants to be, but she's not that yet. The bull rider goes into this dating show, and then he actually falls in love. Anyway, I just realized I'm finally upstairs so I can turn on Game of Thrones. Woo! Here we go. We're doing it. I'm actually so excited because the main thing I've been waiting for, and this I've obviously been resisting, but the fact that I know I've seen like pictures of Game of Thrones actors, characters, whatever, but I never knew like who that was or like what they do. Like I knew of names like Arya and Jon Snow, and that is probably all the names I knew, but I knew characters, like I can picture them in my head. And I know, like, oh, that actor was in this. But as I was reading the book, I didn't know who was who. So now I'm so excited to, like, I literally can't. I've got to turn it on, I'm sorry. I just want to know which character is which. So when I read the second book, I can picture them as the actors. Okay, cue spoilers. If you haven't seen, read, watched Game of Thrones, and you don't want spoilers, skip. So the wall between like the whatever forest and like the people, I didn't think it was like a big stone wintry wall. I don't know why, I just imagined it as like a little castle wall and people looking over it, and then there's the forest. But that makes so much more sense, like all wintry. I'm really intrigued what the winter people will look like. What is it called? The Children of the Forest? Don't tell me those are the guys who's gonna like reawaken. No, surely not. They're like in pieces. But he's gonna die, isn't he? Yeah, I think they all die, right? Because this is like the prologue. Oh my god, they did disappear. That's crazy. See where they went. Oh, that's terrible. They were in literal pieces. Sorry, I had to stop recording because my pastabake is ready. There we are. Woohoo. Ignore the bedding on the ground. I literally put a pile of washing in before I went upstairs to take down the bedding. And then I brought it downstairs and I was like, why did I do that to myself? When I could have just washed the bedding, put it in the dryer first, and yeah. Guys, Jason Momoa is in this? What the heck? I did not expect him to just appear. But not gonna lie, he's a great called Drogo, I think he's called. Okay, thoughts so far. I've 37 minutes into it, 23 minutes left. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. It's been very to the book so far, which I love. I know in later seasons is when it's gonna like deviate, but that it's just been like really fun just putting a visual to what I know happened and just a visual to all the characters. Arya, okay, they don't say her name as Arya. They say like Arya? I don't know, they say it differently. I thought it was Arya, but they say it some other way. But yeah, so far the characters have just been really great. She's really great, Arya. I'm just gonna call her Arya. I'm sure later down the line I'll get used to her name, but for me and in the audiobook it was pronounced Arya. She's great. I love her character. The little kid who plays Brandon, he's been great. All the Starks have been great, to be honest. Ned, love him. Catelyn, I forgot how you say her name, but she's just matching the role so well. Same with the Lannisters. It just, they're so good. I don't know how I pictured them, but like this is how I pictured them. The king, Robert, he's especially how I pictured him. Like he's just been great so far. and his voice and everything, just spot on. The only person who looks different to how I pictured them is Sansa. Firstly, she looks a lot taller than I pictured her. Like in the book, I can't remember how old she was, but she's still a kid. And in this character is a lot older, I think. And then her hair is like ginger. I don't remember her hair being ginger in the book. I pictured her as a black-haired girl, like all the other stocks. So so that threw me off a bit. But the prince looks great as well. Just how I pictured him, and then we're moving on to Daenerys. And oh my god, the girl who plays Daenerys, I thought she was Arya, but no, this is the other way. Like, she's the dragon girl. Now I know. And her brother, and just I could list all of them, and I'm just obsessing over all of them. So yeah, it's going very good so far. On to episode 2. Episode 3. Oh my god, stop. I'm in episode 3, 43 minutes in. The second person who told Jon Snow, "We'll speak when I return. We'll speak when we see each other again." And I know they're not gonna see each other again. First, it was the dad, right? I know he's gonna get beheaded. I know his end, okay? He's never gonna see Jon Snow again. But he was like, "I'll tell you about your mother next time." There's gonna be no next time. And then now the uncle, Benjen, I think his name is, he's like, "We'll speak when I return." You won't return though, because you're gonna be in the freaking forest. I mean, I actually don't know if he will return, because as far as I know, at the end of book 1, he's just lost in the forest. So maybe he actually will return. But I don't like the way they keep saying, "It's okay, we'll speak later." No, there's no later. You have to talk now. Like, there's gonna be war. We're in war, and it's not okay. I love it though. Amazing so far. Episode 4. Episode 5. Got 20 minutes left of episode 5. So I'm halfway through season 1. And I finally finished the bed. Woo! Oh my god. I just had to pause Game of Thrones because we got a new Taylor song. What? Well, it's not out yet. It's gonna be a Toy Story soundtrack song. But oh my god, it's so annoying because the UK website hasn't updated yet. Let me show you guys. Okay, so there's gonna be 3 collector's edition CDs, right? And I want it so bad. But the UK site has not updated yet. Yes, we got them. It did take them 25 minutes to update the UK store. And then I added it all to the basket with like 1 click. And then it put me in a waiting list. Or, no, not waiting list. Queue. A checkout queue. And there was a bit of queue, but then it was fine. So, woo! I got it all. All the 3 special edition CDs. Being a Swiftie is stressful. Oh my god, guys. Tonks from Harry Potter is in it. Ah! I'm obsessed. Episode 6. She's one of these, like, scary people in the woods. I love it. I love it. Right, guys, finishing the night of Strong with Love Island, which is currently on an ad break. And this pizza, I don't know what style it is, but it's a new one and I'm gonna try it and hopefully love it. So